At my age, I am 40, approaching 41. But Mr. Speaker, at this very material time, I am confused. I am confused, Mr. Speaker, because from the day I stepped into this chamber in 2011, the debate about state police is part of the major thing we debated over. And until today, Mr. Speaker, as Nigerians, we are yet to get an answer to it. Mr. Speaker, agreed, the position of my party, APC, based on the recommendation of the governor of Kaduna State, Malam Nasiru El-Rufai, with regard to restructuring, the party is in support of state police. Based on the presentation, the recent declaration by the
Honorable colleagues, order in the House.
In Lagos, Professor Yemi Osibanjo, he said part of the principle of the party is in support of state police, based on the position canvassed by the Chairman Governors Forum, Abdulaziz Yari. He said as governors, they are in support of state police. But Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, I feel that is their opinion as individuals. Because as a party, when Malam Nasiru El-Rufai led committee was saddled with the responsibility of getting across to the people that matters in the party with regard to the issue of restructuring, I am sure those who matters were not invited. Just Malam Nasiru El-Rufai and chunk number of his cohort decided to mastermind a report and submitted it to the party. Likewise, the governor of the Zamfara State, with due apology, I felt and I think he made a presentation that the governors are in support of state police out of frustration. I can say with due apology, out of frustration based on what is happening currently in Zamfara State, not looking at the other side of state police. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, we need to ask ourselves as Nigerians, why is it we are asking for state police for the past 10 years? Is it because the current policy we are having in Nigeria has failed to deliver to the yearning and aspiration in protecting the life of Nigerians? If the answer is yes, then why is it that the federal police we have today is yet and is unable to deliver in securing the life and the wealth and the properties of Nigerians? Mr. Speaker, here we are in this chamber allocating resources to police our nations. We need to stop deceiving ourselves. Mr. Speaker, I may be corrected because the Deputy Chairman of Appropriation is here. If we take the allocation given to divisional police officer in my constituency, I have like 5. Each one is getting only 30,000 naira per month. Mr. Speaker, how can you secure a local government with an allocation and overhead of 30,000 naira? So to me, it is not the issue of the police has failed to deliver. It is because we are unable to allocate sufficient resources to Nigerian police to secure the lives and properties of Nigerians. Mr. Speaker, let me ask a question. People are talking of policing. Policing is not only about securing the lives of individuals. Policing is about enforcement. Mr. Speaker, I am from Kano State. In Kano State, we have what we call Karota. Mr. Speaker,
Order.
in Lagos, Mr. Speaker, in Kano, we have what we call Karota. In Lagos, we have what we call LASMA. And only from the mandate given to LASMA and Karota to manage traffic, we have seen high level of abuse by both LASMA and Karota. So now, if you have state police, what do you expect to have in Nigeria? Mr. Speaker, I know there are states who are ready to fund state policing, like Lagos State. I know the money they are spending to augment security spending in their state is much. But Mr. Speaker, we are talking of Nigeria. Here in Nigeria last year, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria has to issue bailout to state, even to pay primary school teachers, civil servants in their respective state. And until today, there are states who are unable to pay their staff salary. Now, when you have state police, how do you expect such state to manage and fund their state policing? Mr. Speaker, we are operating a federating unit. If we are talking of restructuring, let's talk through and say that we are going to restructure this country. I don't want the situation whereby we'll have a half-baked cake, because the issue of state police is all about restructuring. If we are going to address restructuring, let's go straight and say that we want to restructure Nigeria, so that the 360 of us will agree, yes, we want to restructure Nigeria, and it's not only about policing, it is about the entire aspect of our federating unit. That is my take. In view of that, Mr. Speaker, for now, I feel we have to go back to the drawing board with regard to the issue of state policing in Nigeria.
This debate is going to